Hello everybody and welcome. I am your host Captain Awesomeness, and today instead of go-karting, I bring to you the city of Chicago. So friends, here's the deal. My wife and I decided at the last minute that let's go ahead and visit Chicago, since Chicago is a pretty cold city just like Cleveland is. But the thing is that Chicago is a huge city, and I just figured, you know what, it's been a while since I've been here myself, and she's always talked about visiting the place since I've talked it up so much. So here I am paying for basically what I was putting out, so here it is. Anyway, so Chicago is one of the oldest and one of the largest cities in the United States. It is a real beautiful town. If you want to look up all the information about it, I'll post a Wikipedia link down below, so check it out. But in any case, thing is, Chicago has a lot of attractions. And one of the first things that I'll show you is the Skydeck that offers a panoramic view of the whole of the city. But the thing with the Skydeck is that it's all time-based visits. So we already bought tickets for it, but that time that we have to go into the Skydeck is still about 2 hours away. So in the meantime, I'm gonna just show you parts of downtown Chicago and wherever else we go. So enjoy the trip with me, guys. Yeah, we're jaywalking. Supposed to walk when that thing has a walk signal, but kind of a unique McDonald's here. Like the open floor setting that they've got going on there. I've heard of this place called Italian Village. Maybe I'll visit that. Get a couple of bites to eat, who knows. So another fun fact about Chicago is that it's given many nicknames, one of which is that Chicago is referred to as the Windy City. And I gotta tell you, it's not because of the weather. It is actually because of the fact that there was a lot of political turmoil here once upon a time. If you guys know about Al Capone and Blagojevich, so the history is that the political winds here have been kind of crazy. So Windy City in the sense of politics, from what the local Chicago folks told me a long time ago when I asked about it. So let's just talk about the literal window. Any downtown city that you go to, or any downtown of any large city that you go to, you're gonna have winds. Why? Because of these high-rise buildings, and air's gotta move. So even in Cleveland, the downtown area, you feel the same thing. So that's also part of the reason why I'm wearing this old jacket and then the plaid shirt, is to kind of keep myself a little warm. It's, I think, barely 60 degrees Fahrenheit today. So not exactly super cold, but not exactly warm either. So gotta adjust to it. Subways are a fun way of mass transportation in large cities, but being that the kind of person I am, I like to walk. I don't want to take the bus unless I absolutely have to, or the subway for that matter. So right now, the point is for me to just kind of show you guys the city. If there is a need for us to actually take the subway or bus, then I guess I'll do some recordings of that too. I don't know about guys, but you ladies love this place, and since I am with my significant other, here I go, entering TJ Maxx. So we made it out of TJ Maxx relatively unscathed. That means I only had to buy one jacket, and that's because dear wifey did not bring a good one with her. So at this point, she is happy, she's gonna be warm, and we're about to actually head into the Skydeck. It's just about time for us to actually get there. So it's a good 15-minute walk to get to the Skydeck from where we are right now. So at this point, I'll just show you guys the little beautiful walk we have. Probably a few cutouts, maybe, who knows. So follow along, guys. Last time I did something like this where we were walking all over the place was in Boston. And Boston was amazing. And so far, Chicago hasn't really disappointed me at all. Now, right as I stand in front of this behemoth of a structure, look at all the buildings that surround it. This big ass building right here, then that old building, then a little bit more of a recent building, then building and building and building, and then another big high rise. And of course, the best thing of it all, the United States flag with the POW flag right below it. Gotta love this country. I really appreciate that they do that kind of stuff. But anyway, look at how big this building is and how much glass they had to use in all of these buildings. So anyway, our direction towards the Skydeck is that way, so we're gonna head that way and get you guys to see what it's all about. All right, guys, so there was two aspects to the Skydeck piece. So one was where I just kind of showed you what the view was of all of Chicago. Then the other one was the sky ledge, the actual ledge itself. And unfortunately, you only get 1 minute to get all the pictures taken. My wife and I only had enough time to get pictures. We could not pull out our GoPro in a time to actually see ourselves standing in the sky ledge. So I'm sorry about that, but still, wow, what an exhilarating experience that was. So at this point, we're just standing in line, trying to get our way back down to the first floor of the building. And when we get down there, I think we're gonna go over to the art museum. So that's our next stop. Live jazz, a lot of activity. What else does anybody want? Chicago, I love you. That's the theme that I'm going with so far with what I've seen. The Sky Ledge was amazing. I'm in the actual basement of that building right now, so I'm just kind of checking out what kind of food stuff they have. I don't think we're gonna eat here, but right now we're just kind of checking out different activities that are going on at the moment. And I gotta tell you, you know, the good thing that I've seen so far is that people are pretty nice here. Yeah, of course you'll see some rough folks, but that's in every city. But overall, not so bad. I love the environment here. All right, one of the difficulties about being in any big city is finding parking. So eventually, after finding some parking, we are finally over here at the Art Institute of Chicago. So my wife and I are gonna go ahead and check out what they've got going on in there. Now, the thing is, I don't know if I'll be able to record anything because different places have different rules, but if I can, I will. If not, you guys will get to see pictures. Well, that was 2 hours of being at this art gallery, and I gotta tell you, it was definitely very impressive with some of the stuff I saw. Some stuff I really don't get. This whole, you know, contemporary art stuff is not for me, you know, the abstract art or whatever they call it. So in a way, I'm glad that I was able to get out of here as soon as I could, because we got lots of places to go to still. So now that I'm out, I can actually take my damn mask off and actually breathe. Oh my God. So now I'm gonna see where we have to go. I gotta open up Google Maps and all that stuff. But when I get to where I wanna get to, I will then get back to you guys. Okay, so we are walking through a garden, park, whatever, Millenium Park, that's what it's called. And wherever we're headed to has all these high-rise buildings around it as well. Time to show you what this place is about. The Bean. This is probably one of the most unique places that people go to and visit all the time, and here we are. So we're gonna try and get a picture taken next to this. All right, after that fun little trip over to downtown Chicago, now I am in a part of Chicago that I identify with, and that is Devon Street. And guess which restaurant I'm in front of right now? For my Pakistani viewers, it's Bunduhan. And after just having come back from Pakistan, yeah, this is where I want to be to get a taste of it. As and when I've been eating McDonald's and stuff, you know, just gotta wash all that out. So here we are. And before I actually go in there, let me just show you a couple things. There's a store by the name of Punjabi Dhaba over there. There's an Indian sari place. There's Sabka something. So it's straight up India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, you name it. All of it gets represented right on this street. And you see people of our origin for the most part. So anyway, I'm gonna head to the restaurant and I'll show you what we actually get to eat. So if you guys know where this is, definitely let me know, but I think it's the place in Karachi. I gotta tell you, there is definitely the aura of it being a Pakistani restaurant. The good part about it though is that you see a diversity of all kinds of people eating here. You have the Pakistani folks, you have the Indian folks, you have people of European descent, and I saw a couple of African folks. So that's awesome. I just hope that the food actually turns out to be as good as what we just had when we were in Lahore. So kind of anticipating that it does taste as good, but I'm also at the same time kind of sheepishly expecting that it may not be as good as whatever we got to eat over there. So let's give them a try, and I'll let you guys know as soon as the food gets delivered. Look at that. There's paratha, the naan, and there's that delicious chicken curry. Wow. This is gonna taste real good. Thank you. All right, guys, I'm about to munch down on this. Yum, yum. Definitely not gonna eat the fork, but I'll definitely have the chicken and pepper. All right. That, ladies and gents, is so delicious looking. I can't wait, just can't wait to eat that. All right, so this thing here is called onion naan. Basically, it's a pita bread that's pretty flat and it's oiled up, but it's not as oily as you would think. It's called butter naan, actually. This is a butter naan. And this, my friends, is a paratha, which the way this has been made is not exactly 100% like the way you would eat it in Pakistan, but I am sure that it'll taste much the same. So let's try it out and I'll tell you how I feel. Pretty hot. All right, here goes. Whoa. Oh yeah. Made just the way that I would have had it in Pakistan. Bunduhan, you guys just did amazing here. 100% amazing. Highly recommend a restaurant. And guys, on that note, day one in Chicago was amazing. So the reason why you actually see me at my house instead of back in Chicago ending my day is because I just completely forgot. So sorry about that, but I wanted to at least add a couple of notes real quick before ending this video. Chicago as a city has so much richness in culture, in history, in understanding the dynamics of that town, that in hindsight, I will say that 2 days that we spent over there was not enough. But what we did get to see while we were there was beyond my own imagination. See, the thing is, I had been in Chicago before this particular visit, but I never got to explore the city like I did this time with my wife. And I gotta tell you, I have so much more to see and so much more to share with you guys that most likely we will plan another visit to Chicago sometime in the near future. But in any case, day one was great. We got to see the Sky Ledge, we got to go to the art museum, and then we went over to Devon Avenue where all of the Pakistani restaurants and stores and Indian as well as Bangladeshi and Sri Lankan stores are. And we just walked away from it feeling not only really tired, but really happy that we made this trip happen. So I gotta say that I really appreciated so much of what I saw there and so much of what I experienced there that indeed it left me a very happy visitor. In any case, that ends day one, and I will talk to you guys again on our visit at day two for Chicago. Until then, guys, see ya. Bye-bye.